Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Joe, where I help you make better coffee and give you honest reviews. Today I am not reviewing the Chiato, but rather reviewing steel burrs versus SSP burrs. Unfortunately, I've kind of recorded this in a weird order, so the SSP burrs are already in there. But I think some of the things that we found after using the steel burrs versus the SSP burrs were really fascinating, and I think after doing a taste test and everything, it's super interesting to take a look at how different the coffee is that comes from the steel ones versus the upgraded SSP burrs. So before we get into the reviews and the comparisons, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. I'm a small creator, so it means a ton. And don't forget, we are now selling our very own coffee, Varacalli coffee. So if you want a bag, go ahead and click the link below, and you will still get I think we're giving about $2 off of the price. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so we are going to compare the steel burrs first. Obviously, I cannot do a side-by-side comparison because I have to go in there and replace the burrs, and I can't wait that long because the espresso will taste bad. So let's pull a shot. I'll give you the parameters. I'm looking for 15 grams in, and I'll kind of gauge what we get out here using the timer built in and my scale here. So let's go to it. Okay, so we got 30 grams in 33 seconds. So a little longer, but that's okay. And we'll try to get pretty dang close with the SSP burrs. So let me give this a taste and let you know what I think. It's not bad. It's the flat burrs, they kind of always tend to be darker and a little bit more chocolate forward. Whereas your conical burrs sometimes will enhance sweetness and get a little bit more of those, like, citrusy notes, fruity notes. When you do the flat burrs, you kind of negate a lot of the fruity notes. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. There is a little hint of fruitiness at the end. It's a little bit more bitter than I would like. It might be because that was a little bit longer. Generally, I try to shoot for closer to 30 seconds instead of 33 seconds to get a 1-to-2 ratio. But this is actually pretty good. It did clump a reasonable amount. I'm interested to see, how much difference the clumping is versus the SSP burrs, and how much easier it is to dial in. On this, it is a little frustrating dialing in. It takes a couple of shots. Now that's part of the Chiato, I think, but we're going to see once I upgrade. So last sip. Yeah, still pretty good. It has like a little bit of that, a little astringency, a little bit of that bitterness at the end, but it's actually a reasonably decent shot. So let's go ahead and put the new burrs in. All right, so we just installed those SSP burrs. I'm going to try to get a 15-gram shot out in about 30 grams out in about 30 to 33 seconds with 15 grams in the portafilter. So let's hope we can get there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we got about 36 grams in 30 some seconds. So let's give this a taste. I know it's not the perfect exact thing, but I think it's probably close enough to get an idea of the differences in the burr set. So let's give this a shot. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is there's a lot less bitterness. Now, partially that might be a little bit due to the fact that the ratio is a little bit different, and the timing is a little, this was like 30 seconds, the other one was 33 seconds. I don't think it's going to make as big of a difference as I'm noticing in the actual cup itself, but I do, want to be, try to be a little partial or non-partial. Yeah, this is just better. It's a lot better. One, dialing in is a little bit easier on this. I'm going to do a full review on the Chiato. I'll say that dialing in on this grinder is not particularly enjoyable, but in terms of dialing in on this set of burrs or the other set, this is a lot easier to dial in on. The flavor still retains a little bit of the fruitiness from the coffee. Not that this is a super fruity coffee, but especially compared to like a conical burr set, you know, this would have a lot more brightness on a conical burr set. But honestly, this is pretty good. Let me do one more sip here. The smell's great. Really, pretty much everything so far has been better with this burr set. Yeah, it's a much better coffee. I would say that if you have the $150 to $200 to spend, get a set of SSP burrs. They're a lot better. So far, the experience dialing in has been better. The actual grinder is performing better. It's a little bit faster at grinding, probably by about an extra 0.3 grams per second is what I've noticed. And then also the fluffiness of the grinds is a lot better. When I was using that steel set, I'm not sure if I showed off the grinds in either one, but it is definitely fluffier, less big chunks. So that's the conclusion. I highly recommend them. If you have any questions at all about those SSP burrs, definitely put them in the comments below. And if you are interested in the coffee I've been using, this is the Varacalli coffee. So go ahead and order a bag. I'll leave the link in the description. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.